all, I want to congratulate you guys on an excellent job on that competition. Taking first place in drill was outstanding. Good job. Thanks for that introduction, Master Chief Thornhill. Winter Park, how you guys doing today?
Great.
First of all, I want to congratulate you guys on an excellent job on that competition. Taking first place in drill was outstanding. Good job. Like Master Chief Thornhill had said, my name is Sergeant Burgos, and I am your local Marine Corps representative. Today, I've been asked by Master Chief Thornhill to come and talk to you about why I love the Marine Corps. I'm going to do this by covering two main topics. The first one being the pride. The second one being the courage. Now that you know who I am and what I'm here to discuss, let's talk about my first topic, which was pride. Pride for me started when I got off that bus and I had that drill instructor in my face telling me to get on those yellow footprints. It was 12 weeks long of recruit training. Stressed, body aching. I'm worrying down to the point where I'm just feeling exhaustion. But then, on that one ceremony, when they put that Eagle Glove and anchor in my hand, and I'm sitting there at attention with my chest out, I had this feeling in my body of self-worth that I knew nobody else, except for those people around me, understood what it felt like. And then it didn't stop there. It went on all those other different countries that I went to. They look at you and they say, that is a Marine. Not an Army soldier, not a Navy sailor, not an Air Force airman. A Marine, period. Why? Because of what I am, because of the pride that we have in ourselves and in our uniform. Now I've just talked about pride. I'm going to talk a little bit about courage. Courage, it comes in many different forms, but for me, it has just been the courage to get through all those challenges I've been put through. The hardships of war and combat situations, or even just standing up to somebody when you know they're doing something wrong, and they're supposed to be doing something right. That is courage. Marine Corps has taught me that. Now, I can see in your face, some of you are sitting there either very motivated or still kind of curious about what it is that I'm talking about. So scrounge up whatever little courage you have in your body, meet me in the back of the classroom, and we'll talk about anything that you want that has to do with the United States Marine Corps. Again, my name is Sergeant Burgos, and I am your local Marine Corps representative. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Sergeant Burgos. I am your local Marine Corps representative. I'm here today to talk to you about something that gets me really angry.
What's that? What's that?
Before I do, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself. Personally, what I drive. I drive a brand new 2003 Ford Escape that I have some pretty good stuff.
We know.
One day I went to Winn-Dixie to get me some Coca-Cola Classics because I needed that Coca-Cola Classic filled with a smile to your face.
Oh,
and as I come out,
that's right.
somebody in an F-250 decides to back up and hit my car.
Oh,
No, I keep my calm. Said, all right, let me get your driver's license information and your insurance. He says, I do not have insurance.
Oh, no.
No. You know what I wanted to do?
What do you want to do?
I wanted to take you by the hand. I wanted to jump in the car. Take a piece of that glass and jump in the car. To the blood is running all over my face. And then I wanted to take him and say, look what you did to my car. Who's going to pay for that? What else you want to do? And then I want to take that piece of glass and shove it into his heart and just pull it out. I want to take that eyeball in his mouth and chew it so they can see all the juices just coming out of it. Yeah! But I knew I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that because I'm a United States Marine. I'm trained to do more than that and be better than that. Not only that, there was a little bit of satisfaction in my heart because I knew, even though he could not pay for it, I did save a ton of money by switching my life with my car insurance to Geico. Yeah. My name is Sergeant Burgos, and I am your local Marine Corps representative. Winter Park High School, how you guys doing? Good afternoon. Thank you again for having me. Today, what I'm here to talk to you about is my job in the Marine Corps. Okay? Before I start, I want to tell you guys a little story, and I seriously want you to think about it because I'm going to refer to it later on in my presentation. Right now, around the world, every community, every city has a fire department, and those fire departments are doing one or two things. They're either training or are prepared for an emergency. When an emergency happens, they drop what they're doing, they get the required gear, and they react. And when they react, they put their lives on the line to protect innocents. I'm here to talk to you about what my job is in the Marine Corps. The way I'm going to do this is by covering three main key points. What my job is in the Marine Corps, how it benefits the Marine Corps, and how it has benefited me throughout my entire career. Now that I've told you who I am and what I'm here to talk about, let's move on into my first point, which is what my job is in the Marine Corps. If I was to tell you in terms what my job is, I would tell you an infantry rifleman. A lot of you are probably sitting there wondering what exactly that is. Best way for me to describe it is like this. The infantry to the Marine Corps is like that fire department to that community. Like I described in my story, the fire department train and are ready for an emergency. That is what the Marine Corps does. We are constantly training 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for an emergency to happen. And when an emergency does happen, we react to it, and we react to it well. We put our lives on the line for innocence, but not only innocence, we put our lives on the line in the defense of our American way of life. That is what the infantry is to the Marine Corps. Now how does that's my first key point. Let me move into my second. How does that benefit the Marine Corps? Well, the infantry is the main and most important part of the Marine Corps. Now don't get me wrong, and I'll clarify this. I am not saying that all the other jobs are not important, because without the support from the other jobs in the military, in the Marine Corps, the infantry will not be able to do their job. However, the infantry is what we are known for winning battles. A good example would be the Battle of Iwo Jima. If none of you are familiar with this battle, it was over 9,000 machine gun bunkers and pillboxes that were embedded in rock. Naval artillery were doing minimal damage to it, and the Marines attacked this island. They established on that island a symbol that is known to not only Marines but also civilians, which is those 4 Marines and that 1 sailor raising the American flag on top of Mount Suribachi. Admiral Nimitz said that the performance of the Marines on that campaign ensured the existence of the Marine Corps for 500 years. In that one campaign alone, out of the 83 Medals of Honor that were given out in World War II, 23 were given out in that campaign. That is how the infantry benefits the Marine Corps. How has it benefited me? In the time that I have served, I have been to many different countries, and I could honestly tell you that how it benefited me is it had opened my eyes to things I've never seen before. Different countries, different places. Philippine Marines live in tents and in hooches outside, and the poverty that you do see in other countries that we are fortunate that we don't have to see here in the United States. And we go out and we see this and we have help as much as we can. Now, I have told you what my job is in the Marine Corps. I've done this by covering 3 main topics. What my job is, how it benefits the Marine Corps, and how it has benefited me. Let me leave you with a positive comment. Charles de Gaulle, a former president of France, once said, "Nothing great will ever be accomplished without great men, and men are only great when they are determined to be so." Right now, I can see something in your eyes. Show me some of that determination that I know is in each and every one of you. Meet me in the back of the class, and let's try to discuss what possible greatness you may be able to achieve in the United States Marine Corps. Again, my name is Sergeant Burgos, and I am your local Marine Corps recruiter. Thank you.
Vin Diesel! Hey, you look like Vin Diesel.
Yeah. Oh, anytime somebody mentions that, then you always have some. Yeah, you do look at Vin Diesel.
Okay, there we go.
Alright. I'd like to welcome our Vin Diesel stand-in, Sergeant Burgos.
much. Thank you very much. Good morning, Winter Park. How you guys doing today?
Good morning.
Again, as always, it is an awesome pleasure to be at this school. There's something about this ROTC unit. You guys just really motivate me. You guys just really, you know what? Just for this time, I'll make you like a little honorary Marine right now. Give me a hoorah.
Hoorah.
A little bit louder. 1, 2, 3.
Hoorah.
There you go. There you go. All right. Let me start out with a story. Who here plays football or basketball, any type of sport? Okay.
Back.
Now, in your sport, who do you have to back you up, to kind of give you inspiration and motivation? You have your teammates. You have your coach. Okay. That kind of ties in with what I'm here to talk to you about. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the buddy program. Okay. The buddy program. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to cover 2 topics: what the buddy program is, and how it benefits you as somebody who wants to join the Marine Corps. Now that I've told you who I am and what I'm here to talk about, let's talk about that first topic, which is what the buddy program is. Okay? For me, I'm going to describe it like this. The buddy program to a recruit is like having a partner is to a cop. In these days where it is kind of, the streets are kind of rough, you don't really want to be a cop going through all this stuff by yourself. You want somebody to back you up. You want backup. Well, that's what the buddy program is. You being a recruit, you could go with either one or more of your buddies who want that pride, made the decision that you want to be Marines. You come and talk to me, and not only do you go through the delayed entry program together, but you also go to recruit training together. Imagine how that would feel to sit there and go through recruit training, as challenging as it might be, and always having that familiar face to look at for that motivation.
Oh yeah.
That is what the delayed entry, or what the buddy program is. Now that I've told you what the buddy program is, let me tell you how it benefits you. Like I had said already, you're not by yourself. As soon as you get off that bus, all the stresses, all the challenges, they kind of go away. Because even though you're on detention and you can't move, you just kind of look to the side and you see your buddy sitting there too. Or when your buddy's sitting there, everybody's seen the videos of Making the Marines on the Discovery Channel, and they see their buddy sitting on the chair getting their head cut off, and instead of being scared, you're going to get your kind of okay? So that's how it benefits you. It just makes you that much more comfortable, okay? And it gives you that much more strength. So that when it is over, and when you are finally a Marine, and you have your buddy, it's you and your buddy, you get what I'm saying? That is how the buddy program benefits you. Now that I've told you, I came here today to tell you about the buddy program, okay? And remember, this all starts by coming and talk to me. And it could be more than just one. It doesn't have to be 2 people. It could be a group. In Ohio, there was a group of 15 people who joined the buddy program together. They actually made a joke about it when they went to recruit training. They called them the Ohio platoon because they took over half of the platoon. I came and talked to you about the buddy program. I did this in covering what the buddy program is and how it benefits you. I want to go ahead and open up the floor to any questions that you may have.
Are you got the shaved head there? Are you like some sort of racist or something? What's up?
That's a good question. What his question involves is the grooming standards of Marines, okay? Now, right off the bat, the grooming standards of Marines, they're allowed to have a 0 to 3 or 0 to 4 haircut, depending on if the order has been revised yet, okay? Now, some people do choose to have a bald head. Me personally, it's because I'm going bald. Okay, I got a receding hairline that comes back here, and I got a hot LZ that you can land a helicopter on. So that's why I choose to keep it bald. And me personally, I also get the compliment every once in a while, like, hey, you look like Van Diesel. that makes me feel better. Okay, so that's why. And just to comment on that also, and make it clear, the Marine Corps has 0 tolerance for racism. That is a straight statement, and they have equal opportunities and restrictions, regulations, and to enforce those. And the next question.
Yeah, I think you're lying because about the buddy program, because I was in the buddy program since I'm in the ROTC. You're in the ROTC department. I was in the buddy program, and you guys, you told me I was going to go with Jason, and Jason is already gone. And why did you lie to me?
Okay. First of all, your opinion is respected, and I apologize for any kind of hostilities that you may have. Maybe they didn't explain. Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you and your buddy enlisted into the buddy program, did you guys go into the office at the same time, or did he go before you?
We went at the same time. We went at the same time. He's a senior. I'm a junior. He's a senior.
Okay, well, that's the obvious right there, okay? The reason that he went to boot camp first, to recruit training first, is because he graduated first. He could have had the option, but maybe, I mean, I don't know the case in particular, okay? But maybe there was something in the contract, or maybe there's something that you kind of overlooked, you know, but that allowed that to happen. I could tell you this, though. You come see me.
Okay.
You come see me, and I will make sure you don't get lies from me. You don't get lies from me, okay? The way when you come and see me, you get the truth. I will walk you through it step by step, make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into. Before I leave, I want to tell you this. Napoleon Hill, best-selling author on a book on motivation, once said, the starting point of achievement begins with desire. Now, I can tell that most of you have the desire, okay? The starting point is now. Come meet me in the back of the classroom. We'll talk about the opportunities that the Marine Corps has to offer. Again, my name is Sergeant Burgos, your local Marine Corps recruiter. Let's kick it off whenever I want. Okay. Good afternoon, class. How you guys doing today?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Sergeant Burgos. I'm your local Marine Corps recruiter. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you a little story, two quick ones, okay? The first one is about a friend of my mom, a friend of a family, my mom's boss. He was one of the top 5 persons in this company. I'm not going to mention the company's name, but after 28 years of service, 50 years old, with 4 children that he was putting through college, because of hard times, he got laid off from his job. They just couldn't keep him. He got fired and 50 years old, back on the job market. Here's another one. My best friend, graduated high school with him. He actually had a pretty good plan. His mother works for Rollins College, so he went to Rollins College. He started going to school, but what happened? He got his girlfriend pregnant, and because he got his girlfriend pregnant, now he's working 2 jobs and trying to go back and forth from full-time and part-time in school. The reason I'm telling you that story is because that talks about financial security, or a lack of financial security, which is what I'm here to talk to you today. I'm here to talk to you today about financial security, and I'm going to do this in 3 forms, in 3 key points. What financial security is, how it benefits you, or how you get it in the Marine Corps, and how it benefits you. Now I've told you who I am and what I'm here to talk about. Let's move on to that first key point, which is what financial security is. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's being secure financially. Another good way to describe it as far as Marine goes is financial security to a Marine is like insurance to a car. Like I described in the stories before, those things that happen are accident, dings, dents that car may get. Okay? And the insurance covers it. Marines have those same problems. They owe bills. Sometimes they even get creditors that call them. Unexpected stuff. Okay? That financial security covers that. That is what financial security is. They don't get fired. They have that steady income. First and the 15th, they get that paycheck. That is what financial security is. Now I'm going to move on to my second key point, which is how you get it. Okay? Now, first of all, this is a 2-step kind of thing. The first step is you actually have to tell yourself, I am not going to go out there and start spending everything that I have on everything that I want. It takes a little bit of self-control and self-discipline. Then the second step is how you get that self-control and self-discipline is by coming and talking to me. By coming and talking to me, I go ahead and I describe to you all the opportunities that the Marine Corps has to offer. Maybe even find you, or I will find you a job that you would like. And then from there it just starts. You start getting that first and the 15th and that paycheck. You don't have to worry about anything else. Now, how does this benefit you? Any dings, any accidents, you get a girl pregnant, which it does, I mean, it does happen in the Marine Corps also. Fortunately, I haven't. But you get pregnant or you get your girlfriend pregnant, the Marine Corps covers it. Why? Because you belong to the United States. They not only pay you, they pay you for your dependents. Okay? That's how it benefits you, but it doesn't stop there. If you choose to stay into the Marine Corps to 20 years, did you know that you get 50% of your last paycheck for the rest of your life? For every year after those 20 years, 2.5% more until you get to your 30-year mark, and that goes up to 75% of your paycheck for the rest of your life? How many other businesses do you know have been around for 228 years? Do you think they're going to start making cutbacks and laying people off? No. Today I came here to talk to you about financial security. I've done so in hitting 3 key points: what financial security is, how you can get it in the Marine Corps, and how it benefits you, not only now, but in the long run. So now I'm going to go ahead and open the floor to any questions that anybody may have.
So if I join the Marine Corps and I rack up some, I don't know, some credit card bills, or like got a little Chase Visa or something, then will the Marine Corps pay for it?
See, the Marine Corps will not. His question was, will the Marine Corps pay for any type of incurred credit or credit problems that he does not have? See, that still falls upon the Marine, but this is the great thing about it. The Marine Corps doesn't leave you out hanging, okay? They have different programs. They have family services. They have people, consultants, counselors, financial advisors that come and they actually talk to you, and they will sit down and plan a budget with you. This is how much debt you have. This is how much money you make. This is how much money you need to pay off every month, and this is how quickly and how they will, in 6 months, they will pay off your debt pretty much. That's how good these counselors are, and they work with you. Not only that, because you're in the military, your command can send a letter to these creditors, depending, let's say you did deploy, you just couldn't make the payment. Now, they send this letter that may either lower or completely take away the interest, just because you serve the United States government. Now, I don't have any more time for questions, so I'm going to leave you with this last little point. The starting point of achievement, this was said by Napoleon Hill, a best-selling author on motivation. I want you to pay attention to this, okay? Because this is going to be important to you right now. The starting point to achievement begins with desire. You have desire. I know some of you do, if not all of you. I'm the starting point. All you got to do is stand up, meet me in the back of the class. I'll take some information, and we could go a lot further into this. How the Marine Corps could change your life by giving you more opportunities. Again, my name is Sergeant Burgos, and I'm your local Marine Corps recruiter.